Well, hello to everybody that is decorating with the December cookie kit. I'm about to get started. I'm in the back room today because I did not get it done before we opened. So anyways, I'm going to show you the cookies and then we're going to start decorating, and I'm just going to jump right into it. I'm Danae, by the way, owner at DP Sweet Life. Love decorating. Here's our cookies. Oh, hold on, sorry, I just got a new phone. Look how cute they are. Sorry, you can't see quite yet. We have a Christmas tree. There's a snow globe. We have a stocking. A snowman with a scarf. Isn't that one cute? It's probably one of my favorites. We have a milk jug, a glass of milk. We have a sugar cookie with royal icing and a bite taken out of it. Isn't that cute? And then Santa, of course, and his toy bag. Cute, right? All right, so let's begin. In your kit, you should have gotten 8 cookies, undecorated. And this is what they're going to look like. You've got 5 colors of frosting. So we've got, for this box, we've got our blue. I actually really love how this blue came out. At first I was wanting it to be more of a lighter color, but actually it turned out really pretty. So really like it. White, red, black, and our green. The black is really mainly going to be used for detail. So when you cut the bag today, sorry, I'm sitting in the back so you can hear probably the dishwasher. But when you cut your bag for the black, you want to make sure you just cut a really, really small hole. Okay? Don't cut it big at all. It's just going to be used for detail. And then for the other ones, just cut a small hole, and then if you wish, you can cut it bigger. Go ahead and mix all your frostings up. I've already went ahead and did mine. Okay, I'm just pushing it back and forth so I get it kind of mixed up. And then let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to outline our cookies, and then we start flooding them. Flooding them is when you fill it in with the frosting. There's a lot of air in this one. So when you cut the tips, I'll kind of push all the frosting down. And we did a lot of white, guys, because there's going to be a lot of white decorating. So, and with the white, you want to cut a pretty small tip. Pinch it. Kind of push that frosting down to try to release the air that's stuck down in there. There's a little bit of air in this bag. Get all that extra air out. Okay. Once you do that, push the frosting down and then twist the top. Just like this. Okay. And that's the only one. For some reason, the white, I think we have a lot of white in there, and that's why it's also filled with a lot of air. Okay. Just cut the smallest tip. Again, you can always go back and cut off more. Kind of do it away from your cookies so you don't get that plastic lost on there. In your kit, you should have a decorating needle. Or if you have a ton at home, you have it at your house still and didn't grab one for me because you don't need it. Alright. So I'm going to cut off too much. Alright, and then you have a thing of string of sprinkles, and in your sprinkles you should have some stars. Hopefully everyone got stars. If not, the balls will work. The trees are in here too, and I'll show you what we're going to do with those. It's really, really cute. Okay, so again, this is what the cookies are going to look like. And you can pick them up starting this weekend. I know some people grabbed them already today. Okay, and you can grab them through the month of December. And you can still order online. These are going to be available all month long. Okay? All right, so let's start outlining now that all of our bags are cut. If you need to, you can pause the video, continue, mixing your frosting together. You really have to make sure it's mixed together because we make these and, I mean, seriously, within 10 minutes, okay, maybe that's an exaggeration. It doesn't start separating that quick, but, it does it pretty quick. So make sure you just mix. So let's start with our Christmas tree since I've got it sitting right here. By the way, I did my nails. Aren't they pretty? I never do my nails. Okay, so the Christmas tree, we're going to grab our bag of green and we're going to just start outlining it. And most of our Christmas trees, we cut off the base. Now, if you ended up with a Christmas tree that has the foot of the tree on there, that's fine. And you'll know what I'm talking about if you get it. Not a big deal. Just add your own decoration on them. We figured it would be easier to ship these cookies without the bases. They won't break as easily. We always try to keep that in mind. Do cookies that aren't going to break in shipping, although it's almost impossible. Okay, so we're going to do this one in sections. This is just our tree. I think Zach's just trying to make a ton of noise in the back. Just kidding, Zach. Zach is our very awesome dishwasher, one of a few that we have here. Okay, so that's how your tree is going to look for the outline. Let's outline the snowman, and I'm going to just kind of move on this, guys. So if you want to slow this down, you can pause it and do your outlines. I'll give you a quick view of the outlines in one shot and tell you, where you could find that, and then that way you can even fast forward if you want, just do the outline, whatever, or you can hang out and decorate with me. Okay, and then we're going to do the head. Okay. And then with that, you're going to grab your blue, which I have not cut. I thought I cut my blue. And sometimes in the tips of your bags here, like in the very tip, it gets a little watery because it's just harder to mix it in. But anyways, you want to keep the tip of the blue pretty small because we're going to use some fine detail. I don't know if you noticed the scarf on the snowman, but it's quite intricate. Okay, there's that. Let's grab our milk. This is our glass of milk. Just kind of take your time with the outline. Then you're going to add in the straw. Hi, my aunt. I love you too. I always love her shout outs. It really makes my videos. Alright, grab your sugar cookie. For this one, you're just going to outline completely in green. Some people think this looks like a holly leaf, but it's a cookie. It's really cute. So just kind of try to get those ridges. And then for the bites, make sure that you really accentuate those curves so that you can really see those teeth marks. Okay, that's all that one is. Let's do our stocking. Okay, so we're going to do the top white. All right, we're gonna do it a blue stocking. I'm gonna do the toe just so that we don't forget to do that. Okay. There's that. All right, this is Santa, if you can't tell. Okay, Santa's probably the most difficult shape out of this whole series. But it's really worth it, and it's kind of fun to learn the technique of how to do him, right? So we're going to do his little hat, the brim, the white part, and then we're going to give him a little then we're going to give him his face. Just going to do like a little circle here. Okay, and then just kind of come down with his beard. Okay, and then you grab your red. You just kind of outline the top hat here. Okay? We'll come back to that one. That's the beginning of Santa. All right, now we have our bag of gifts. So I'm just going to draw on the ribbon first. Then this is going to be like a little tag, a gift tag. Okay. And then we just outline the rest of this with the red. Then I'm going to just turn it upside down, just so I can get the top part here. And we've already shipped out our first set of cookies. We have a whole nother set going out tomorrow. This is one of our biggest shipping weeks that we do. But we'll ship all through December too. So if you guys still want to order them, you can send them. But I would say, if you're shipping these out or ordering them online, make sure to do it sooner than later, because the shipping services are so backed up right now. All right, let's do our snow globe. We're going to do red on the bottom here. And then I'm going to outline this with blue. All right, just like that. Okay, so let's start flooding. Let's start with Santa, because Santa's gonna have the most steps that we have in this whole thing. So I say we start with his red hat, because then you can overlap that white on there, because usually the white overlaps on that hat, like when you have a real hat. Okay, as you fill it in, And shake it. Okay, it'll smooth out. You can use your needle if you want to, but I don't think you have to at this point. I'll show you when we need the needle. Let's fill in the face. Okay, now I want you to take your needle, and you're going to take a little bit of the red, and you're going to blend in just a little bit of blush on the cheeks using just a little. I don't know if that's focusing or not, but just the smallest bit on your needle, okay? So just going to put it in, and then you're going to take and go to the other side too. Just kind of move it around so it gets these little rosy cheeks. Just like that, okay? And then we'll do more to that here in a minute. All right, let's do the tree. We're going to fill in every other section that you will use your needle for. I didn't show you my whole outlined cookie set, did I? Didn't I? Going to do that.
Did you say try to make less noise earlier?
That was Zach again. He's just saying hi. Okay. Let me just line up my cookies. I meant to show all my outlined cookies, so let me just go. Okay. So everyone can see them. Okay, so then I get one shot with all the cookies outlined, so I can put my time on YouTube and you guys can just go up to it and know the time to outline. There's that. All right. Okay, so now we're going to continue doing the tree. Do another section here. Okay, and you do this because this smooths out the frosting. And you can even kind of tap it a little, and all that frosting falls down. Okay. They end up looking beautiful. Let's grab the snowman. Let's fill in the whites of the snowman real quick. And I get close to the edge, but I make sure not to put like a lot of frosting on the side there, because then it will go over that outline that you created. Okay, and I'm just going to slowly flood it in. And the white's great because it should just fall into itself. You shouldn't have to cut a bigger hole. Okay. As you can tell, it's already pretty smooth. Kind of shake it a little. Okay. Again, shake it. Just be careful where you grab it, and then just like that. And it's fine if it goes into the blue a little, just because we're going to cover that up anyway, so it's not going to matter. Okay. Let's grab Let's do a little bit of this one. So for the milk bottle, let's just go, and we're going to just fill it up, or fill it in with white. Or the glass of milk, or jar of milk. And just take your time going all the way around. Okay, then after you fill that in, shake this a little. You want to take your black, and you're going to write milk. Okay, I'm going to just put a test over here so I know it's not runny. Okay, so I'm going to okay, and then grab your red, and you're just going to put a little heart down here just to give it a little more detail. You can kind of help it out by pulling that red down just a little. Okay. And then for the straw, and then you're going to take your red and just draw some stripes on it. Okay, just stripes like that. It'll be cute. Okay, so let's set that aside. Let's do our snow globe. Okay, we're going to fill this whole section in with the white. This one's really cute too. I just love this the snow scene. So you could do any scene that you want inside the snow globe, or you can copy what I do, or just follow along. Okay, take your needle. See over here I have some spots that just need to be evened out a bit. I want that frosting to really even out. Okay, then you take it, let it smooth itself out. Now let's take our blue. We're going to draw a tree in the middle. And then fill it in, and I'm just going to go with lines all the way down, and then I'm going to shake it to let it fall in. So it just kind of lays right on top, but then also falls in a bit. Okay, then you take your green. You're going to draw the branches facing up. Okay, then you're going to draw another tree right here. And this is just going to be a little, just going to be lines, just like this. Just kind of get bigger and fluffier as you go down on the sides. Okay, and then over here you're going to do another tree, but it's going to be a little shorter. Draw some just squiggly lines. It's kind of like a Charlie Brown tree. Okay, take your black. You're going to just draw the lines on. Okay. I'm just going to draw the background of or the outline of the ground, the foreground. Okay. And then take your blue and draw some polka dots around. It kind of looks like snow. Okay, and then put on, so this is where you want to grab your sprinkles and separate those stars from the rest of the bunch, which might be hard to do. So you may have to dump these like into a plate or something, or a little bowl. Just don't let them roll off the table like I almost did. Oh my goodness, okay. A little harder than what I thought. Okay, so give me a second. So you want to put it into like a little container, or a little plate. Whatever you find laying around. I found a macaron holder. Okay, so then take out your stars. If you don't have stars, then take out a ball or take out some of the other shapes, whatever you want to put on top of your trees. Okay, then you're just going to put a dot of green on each tree, and that's just going to act as glue. Okay, because it's probably drying quite a bit. Just drop it right on top. Okay, so there's the trees. We might just let this sit and dry for a minute, and then we'll come back to it because we got to draw a little bow up here still. So let's grab Santa. Let's fill in his the beard. Okay, we can set that aside for a minute. My sprinkles just keep getting in my way. Let's fill in our stocking. We're going to do the blue part, so fill it all in. We're going to do a plaid pattern on this. kind of get it to smooth out. Spot right here I need to fix. All right, so now we're going to draw on the plaid lines. Don't want to get them too close to each other because then they'll fall into each other. So just kind of keep a good distance. And then we're just going to draw lines across here. Okay. Pretty stinking cute. Then I'm going to let that sit for a minute, and then I'll add on my white toes and heel. On our snowman, let's draw on the scarf. I'm going to fill this in. Okay, and then you're also going to draw on the bottom part here. It's going to stick out, and then we'll draw on the top part. We also have this hat that I want to put on. I'll let that sit for a minute, and then we'll add those on, okay? Let's finish up the parts of our tree. Okay, give it a good shake. And sometimes with the trees, you like the little bit texture because it just gives a little bit of character. So, and then we'll finish it up with this one on top, the top layer. After you get all the pieces put in place, shake it a little. Let that dry for a minute. Let's fill in our cookie. Actually, let's do the bag first. Kind of want to get this going before we run out of time for it. Okay, and then I'm going to fill it in. Actually, I'm going to wait to do the tag. I should have done the red first. That's okay. We'll give it a minute. Let's do the milk real quick. We'll do the top of it. then we'll do some more of the Santa. Fill in a little brim. And then we're also going to draw on his beard. Or his mustache, I mean. Okay. I like to start over here. And come up. Okay. We'll let that dry for a minute before we fill it in because you don't want to go over the edge with that. Okay, so for his eyes, we grab the black. Little happy eyes. Let's grab the snow globe. So for the snow globe, we're going to fill in the red on the bottom here. Okay, and then up here, we're going to draw a line here, a line here. And we're just going to draw this here. And then I have okay. Set that aside. We'll finish that up here in a second. Let's do our stocking. We're going to fill in the whites. Now, if you wanted to, you can use the black or another color, and you could write on the top of the stocking. There's not a ton of room on there, but if you wanted to add a name, it'd be a cute touch. To the toe. Okay. Let's do our, let's work on Frosty. So you're also going to draw on the top part of the scarf. Okay. Then you also want to draw the little tassels at the end. And then fill in his hat. We're also going to give him a white brim and then also a pom-pom on the top. Okay. Let's fill in the bag. We're going to fill this in red. Be careful going around that tag. Kind of go under that ribbon at the top. And do the top part. Give it a shake, let it fall into each other. All right, then we're going to draw a ribbon on. Just going to kind of fill it in just because it's on that way. It'll come into place. Just once you put that ball on there, it'd be really cute. Okay. Now we're just going to add some white on here like it's snow. I'm just going to go on the side and just kind of mix it up a bit. So I'll put one on one side, then a little bit of snow on the other side. Finish it off on the bottom here. Okay, there's our tree. We'll put a button on there here in a second. Let's do Santa. So I'm going to draw on the rest of his beard. Just make sure you get that curve because that's what gives it really cute detail. And then get the top of his hat. Okay. Just like that. We'll finish the other side of the beard here in a second. We want it to dry though. We don't want those to like settle in next to each other. It never turns out right if you do that. Okay. Just do a little circle right here. Snow globe is done. I'm going to try to get a straight line there. Okay, and then we're going to write toys. Okay. Oh, let's do our Frosty. Fill the blue in. Oh, I got green on there. You just put it into the middle here. Oh, I got it anyways. All right. So just fill this in. Make your tassels. And you're going to draw on the top part of the hat. I'm going to give them just some eyeballs here. And then give them a couple arms. I'm not gonna lie, I think the arms are my favorite. Okay. Now if you want to do like a knit design, you just take your blue and draw a couple lines down like this. And that way it gets a little texture. Okay, so I'm going to do the same on all my other parts of the scarf. And hopefully that glare doesn't prevent you from seeing. This is a big chunky scarf. It's my favorite type of scarves. So just draw all the lines. Okay, and draw on the puff of the hat, the palm. We'll let that sit for a second while we'll finish up the other shapes. For the toys bag, we can draw just on a little tiny little ribbon on top. Again, we'll put a little thing on there when we're done. For Santa, we're going to finish up his beard. And we'll give him a nose here in a minute, but again, we want to give it a minute so that it sets a little and doesn't all go in together, okay? There's something we're missing here, and it's going to be the dot on here for the ribbon on the tree. Okay. So stinking cute. Grab your toys bag. We're going to just outline a little bit, just to give it a little more dimension. You don't have to do this part if you don't want to. I love outlining though, it just gives a little bit more detail. Okay. Let's grab our sugar cookie. We're going to fill this in with green. I do not want to cut this bag because I have another plan for some lines with it, okay? So fill it in, take your needle. This is a great time to take your needle and just spread that frosting all over. You can make it messy. It's just a sugar cookie with frosting on top. This is real as real can get, right? Okay. And it doesn't have to be exactly smooth because it looks like it's just a messy cookie, but I like to smooth it out a bit. Then you take your sprinkles. And you just sprinkle them on all over the place. Make sure to get those fun ones out so that you can use them. Oh, I have an extra star. That's awesome. You know, make a mess of it. Okay, so there's your sugar cookie one. Cute. All right, last few details and then we're done. Santa's nose. I'm still going to give it a minute. Let's do the tree. Grab your green. And you're just going to draw some lines. Just lines that go up. Like this. Okay, again, it just gives it a little bit more texture. It makes it cute. Covers up any mistakes you might have made. That's why final details are so important. That's so stinking cute. Okay, but not as cute as this last cookie we're about to work on. Okay, look at that sweater. Never knew you knew how to knit, right? Now you do. On a sugar cookie, that is. I know, I'm such a nerd tonight. Okay, so you're just going to go back and forth. Kind of zigzag it. That's all you have to do. Okay, skip a section, then zigzag it. And yes, this one, the snowman, is definitely my favorite. I mean that this time, though. I know probably said all of them are my favorite, but that one's my favorite. It looks really cute. And then once it dries, it looks even cuter. Just zigzag. Just like this. Okay. And you're going to do the same thing on the scarf. On the neck of the scarf. And look at it. It just makes me so happy. It looks so cute. Okay. I think we're just missing Santa and the bow on the toys thing. Just put a middle blop on there. Blop of white. So it looks like it was tied on. Okay. Let's see. We've got milk and cookies. Okay. We've got Santa, or not Santa, but Frosty with the, we'll put them next to the snow globe. Then we have Santa with the bag of toys, but don't forget about Santa's nose. Just put a big old white nose on there. There's Santa. And then we've got the Christmas tree and the stocking. Okay, seriously though? Are these cute or what? Alright, let me take my phone off and show you guys all of them. Yeah? Yeah, you guys can make those. See that detail in there? Once it dries, it just looks great. Okay? Alright, and that's our Christmas box. Ready for pickup this weekend. I'll see you guys soon. It's going to be ready for pickup all through the month of December, so you don't have to pick it up, you know, right away. Just FYI. So, but they're so cute. A couple other things we'll be announcing. We'll talk about it more, but we also have a toy drive going on at the bakery for the next few weeks. And then I also have some in-person decorating events that are going to be listed on the website. I haven't done that in over a year and a half. So we have some fun events that we're going to be doing. Not many, and they're going to be small person events, but look out for that. We're teaming up with AR Workshop, and we're going to be doing an event together. So we'll be releasing information about that soon. And yeah, hope you guys have a good December.